In 1980, a doctor saw a large gray sphere racing down the highway in front of him. In 2000, many people witnessed a UFO. In 2003, a couple were shocked to see a tall, thin figure right in front of their car. UFOs in Your Hometown, episode 19 by Preston Dennett. I am very excited to introduce the latest installment of the ongoing UFO investigative series. UFOs in Your Hometown, episode 19. This series was born from a challenge. Name any town, city, or location on planet Earth, and I will find a UFO encounter there. In this episode, we explore 7 new locations, each representing a microcosm of UFO activity across the planet. Rexburg, Idaho. With about 40,000 residents, Rexburg has many encounters. In 1966, 2 men drove at night and had to turn around when a UFO blocked the road. In 1974, a Rexburg family saw 2 silver discs hover outside their home. In 2001, 3 people saw a strange multicolored object hovering near a nuclear facility. In 2008, 2 college students saw a strange, silent, dark-colored craft move at low elevation overhead. That same year, 3 people saw 6 glowing objects moving near a nuclear facility. Another case comes from a father and daughter who saw a cluster of star-like objects doing crazy maneuvers. Dracut, Massachusetts. This town of 32,000 has some interesting encounters. In 1966, 3 young adults were eating dinner when they were drawn outside by a strange sound, only to see a UFO spinning at high speed directly over the house. In 1981, the local police in Dracut and in surrounding areas received a flood of calls reporting UFOs. The police went outside and saw the UFOs themselves. In 2002, a young man saw a disc-shaped craft sending down a beam of light and then moved directly over his house. Spicer, Minnesota. This small town of about 1,200 people has only a few encounters, but both are quite interesting. In 1956, a couple and their adult daughter were puzzled to see a brilliant, fiery-looking object hovering high in the sky near their home. They used binoculars to observe it and saw that it had a distinct globe shape with a rim around the center and was shooting out red sparks. Another unusual sighting occurred in 2001 when 2 witnesses saw a massive rectangular object hanging low in the sky, staying in view for a full 5 minutes. Fine Lay, Ohio. This town of 40,000 residents has lots of encounters. In 1952, a couple saw 2 shiny metallic discs. In 1969, a trucker shone his spotlight on a UFO which paced him down the highway. In 1974, a UFO chased a couple's car, coming so close they saw a little man inside it. In 1975, the police received many calls reporting some kind of aircraft wreck. In 1977, 2 twin boys sighted a spiky golden object. In 1980, a doctor saw a large gray sphere racing down the highway in front of him. In 2000, many people witnessed a UFO. In 2003, a couple were shocked to see a tall, thin figure right in front of their car. In 2013, 3 teenagers saw a UFO over the Menards store. In 2021, a man had a scary encounter with a humanoid inside his home. Claysburg, Pennsylvania. This small town of 1,300 has 2 incredible encounters. One night in 1966, a teenage girl was called outside her home by a UFO. She followed it into a forest clearing and watched it begin to land. Suddenly, it was morning. She was missing hours of time. She later found a circle of crushed grass where the UFO had hovered. In 2016, a father and son were skiing at Blue Bleep Resort when they saw 2 star-like objects put on a fantastic display. Spartanburg, South Carolina. This city of 40,000 people has lots of cases. In 1958, 2 people saw 2 silver discs hovering over the city hospital. In 1964, 2 brothers had a very close-up and long sighting of a craft hovering over their neighbor's house. A 1969 case involved pilots and airport control crews. In 1973, a man came upon a craft and a dozen strange humanoids in the middle of the road. One night in 1974, a young teenager had a sighting that would affect his life for years to come. In 1975, a family was followed by a UFO for several miles as they drove along the highway. Also in 1975, a lady living in a trailer was harassed by a strange humanoid with glowing eyes. The 1970s and 1980s brought more cases of UFOs following cars, close-up sightings, disappearing aircraft, and more. Manassas, Virginia. This town of 45,000 people has many cases. In 1952, a UFO was not only seen but caught on radar. In 1965, a wave of sightings involved more than a dozen witnesses. In 1973, many policemen became witness to UFO activity. In 1975, a woman followed a UFO into the forest and saw that it had landed, and a gray alien stood next to it. There are more sightings, and in 1979, an onboard UFO encounter where a man was examined by gray aliens. In 1980, Dozens of people saw a fleet of silver objects in full daylight. In 2021, a young man and his friends saw several UFOs. He stayed at the location and was able to capture several photographs. We have all kinds of encounters, sightings, landings, humanoids, onboard experiences, and more. Have UFOs visited your hometown? Submit a location and see UFOs in your hometown episode 19.